we're joined today by one of our most recent sellers, Don Fox, and we've had quite a long relationship with Don, and we've sold a two-bedroom villa recently for Don and his wife, and we're talking a little bit about that process and a little bit about how Don came upon meeting our business a few years ago. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how you came upon Ray White?
Sure. Well, you've been an established firm in the area for years and years, and we've known each other for probably the same amount of time. Yeah. We rent the units, an investment unit, and it was rented with another agent who we weren't happy with, so we swapped across to you guys, and the relationship has been really good, really forthright. Any problems, they've all been disclosed, and just recently my wife and I, we had a tenant in there for a 10-year period, and we looked at whether we re-rent or whether we sell, and the market was buoyant obviously, and we've decided to sell.
Yeah, so the process we engaged in, there's a lot of properties selling very quickly at the moment, which is obvious across many agencies, but could you just tell us, like I know we met only just on 3 weeks ago and talked about how we go about the process as far as no pricing, and do you want to tell us how that worked for you?
Yeah, no, it worked extremely well. I think obviously we couldn't get access to the building until the lease was complete, and that was complete basically 2 days before the first open house. So I was most impressed with the 22 parties that we got through. We finished up with 4 offers as a result of that, and negotiated an offer that was in the order of $60,000 above what we considered was the market at the time. So that process went extremely well, and the other thing that I was impressed with was the continual dialogue between yourself and myself as to the process, how it was going and so forth. But you know, I think at the end of the day, you being the leading agents in the area by sale-wise by a long stretch,
thank you.
You've got a really good database, and clearly that assisted in our quick sale and a good price. So
there's a lot of emergence in the marketplace now of sell yourself style agents, and they're promoting the fact that they can save a lot of money. By no means is any commission that any owner pays an agent a short amount of money, but do you think you felt like you got good value from our services?
Oh, I think extremely so, and I wouldn't go down that path, having been associated with property for a long number of years. But I think you use professionals where they're warranted, and it was no different in my business. If I needed a professional, I engaged them as part of that process. I think agents, local agents particularly, for something like we had to sell, was by far the best means. And I think the proof is in the pudding at the end of the day. So
it was a very good result, and indeed set a new record for villas across the area. So hopefully we get a few more listings out of it.
Yeah, sure.
Just a little bit back on our property management experience. It's a side of our business that that is important to me as well, and we have a number of staff in there. I know that's how you initially met us.
Sure.
Could you just tell us a little bit how because that was probably a good couple of year experience?
Oh, it was, no doubt. But certainly the, I guess the introductions was all, I think, appropriate. We met the right people who would be looking after us, Fiona and the rest of the team there. And if there were any issues, it was always raised immediately, and we had someone appropriate to address the issue. But I think more importantly, the quality of the inspections that your agency carry out on tenants and so forth, which ours was every 6 months, were great as well, because it meant that you guys were looking after us and reporting on any areas of concern. So,
excellent.
Excellent. So,
look, thank you so much for joining us for this this brief video. It's been a pleasure. I'm sure our relationship will continue. We've enjoyed achieving such a great result for you, and look forward to seeing you about town again soon.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot.
Heading to the coffee shop.
Okay.
Thanks, Gabe.